Hi guys, my name is Matt. Welcome to the Sin Bin. So in this video, we're going to talk about Jessica Allen, the comments she made on her TV show. Now, I understand that a lot of you're sort of sick of this topic, the whole Don Cherry situation. I feel you. I understand you. I'm somewhat sick of it too. The reason why I'm still making this video is because it's something that I hold near and dear to my heart. And I knew if I didn't make a video about this, I'd just be kicking myself in the leg. So I just had to make this. If you are sick of it, please feel free to click away. For those of you who stick around, why don't we talk about this whole Jessica Allen situation? So she made this comment. First of all, the scenery. Where did it happen? This happened on a TV show called The Social. I've never heard of this TV show prior. I've never seen it or anything. But from what I read, it's the Canadian version of The View. Right off the bat, there's several things wrong there. Let me just say, I love Canada. I am a Canadian. I love this country. Usually, when we say the Canadian version of something, it's like saying the watered down version of something. Canadian Netflix isn't as cool as American Netflix. Canadian Raisin Bran isn't as flavorful as American Raisin Bran. So on and so forth. So if you take something that's already at baseline shitty, something like The View that already sucks from right off the bat, and you say the Canadian version of it, oh, then we're just up to no good. We're just up to no good. So I click on this video, and it involves Jessica Allen. That's not Jessica Allen, guys. Can we get a photo of Jessica Allen? There we go. There we go. So it involves Jessica Allen. So the comments that Jessica Allen made, we're actually going to go through it. I'm going to switch over to the screen here, and I have to play it, and I'm going to be pausing it and going through my opinion of it. So without further ado, here are Jessica Allen's opinion on the whole Don Cherry situation.
I don't worship at the altar of hockey. I never have. And maybe it's because of where I grew up.
Okay, sorry. I have to pause it right off the bat. Right off the bat, I have to pause it. She says, I don't worship hockey. That's completely fine. Guys, in life, if you don't like certain things, if there are some hobbies that you don't like, that's absolutely fine. We're not all the same person. I love hockey. My sister, she doesn't really care for it. We have to learn how to coexist. Now, the problem with Jessica Allen is that not only does she not like hockey, she's about to crap on everyone, or at least all of the white people that are involved in hockey. So that's the thing that's wrong with Jessica Allen. It's not enough to not like hockey. Jessica Allen's goal is to destroy every white person who plays hockey. Let's move on.
But and going to a couple different universities, there's a certain type of person, in my mind, in my experience, who does. And they all tended to be white boys.
Oh! There we go. There we go. First of all, guys, hold on. Did you hear what she said before the white person thing? Listen to what she says. Hold on.
I grew up, but and going to a couple different universities, there's a certain type of person.
Pause. There's a certain type of person. There is a certain type of person. Now, you tell me, guys out there, what's the difference between there's a certain type of person and you people? What's the difference? It's the exact same fucking thing. How come one gets fired over it and the other one, she keeps her job? I completely disagree with it. And also, what is she wearing? I mean, everyone looks so fancy, and here she is wearing this green, something Dr. Evil would wear. And I trust me, what she is saying is nothing short of evil.
In my mind, in my experience, who does. And they all tended to be white boys who weren't, let's say, very nice.
Okay, I'm going to have to pause it again, guys. There's so much wrong here. So, they all tend to be white boys. You guys, in life, I saw a video, a guy was reviewing this. He said that what Jessica Allen said wasn't racist because she prefaced it by saying, in my opinion. Just because one person starts it with, in my opinion, doesn't mean you can say whatever you want and it's not racist. For example, I could say, in my opinion, black people belong in jail. I don't think that. I'm just giving you guys an example. Most likely, 99% of people who hear that, they're going to call me a racist. So why is it Jessica Allen says, in my opinion, in my experiences, the white boys who play hockey, they are what they are. And then people, they say, oh, well, it's her opinion. It's her experiences. There's nothing wrong with that. It's her experiences. There is something wrong with it. Because if you want equality, if you don't want to be racist, you don't say white people. You say the people in question, they're the ones that bullied me. Why generalize to a whole race? Let me tell you guys, I wasn't always the most popular kid in high school. Far from it. I wasn't the most popular kid. You would think that the people who bullied me the most, it would be the athletes, the jocks, the hockey players. Now, contrarily to what you guys may believe, it wasn't. The hockey players were actually some of the nicest people to me. There was David, there was Gabriel, there was the ones that I always could talk to. We would talk about hockey. But for Jess, they always tended to be white people. By saying that, you're trying to bring down the people that bullied you. But what happens is that you bring down everyone. Everyone who has white as a skin color. You just brought them down in a dumb, dipshit comment. Let's continue here, but I got more to say.
They were not generally thoughtful. They were often bullies. Their parents were able to afford to put them, spend $5,000 a year on minor hockey instead of $5,000, a lot of money. You could do other things besides spending your time in an arena. You could go on a trip and learn about the world, see other things.
Okay, there it goes. Back to my first sentiment. You may not like hockey. You may think it's stupid. You may think it's this macho machismo thing, and you just might not like it. So why are you crapping on the other people for liking it? I love hockey. Why are you crapping the people for staying in an arena and what? Maybe they like it. It's like saying to a guy, hey, what's your favorite meal? Chicken. Oh, why is it chicken? Why do you like chicken? You should be like me and like spaghetti. No, if the guy likes chicken, it's his preference. Look at this dumb bitch on the side just smirking at her. This is the problem. If I were in the crowd, I'd be throwing my fucking inhaler at her. What she said is not right. And what makes it even more frustrating is that she's going to get away with this. She is going to get away with this. What kind of double standard is this? One guy gets fired over you people. This person just shit on all white hockey players that enjoy playing hockey. And people in the audience are clapping. She's keeping her job. What type of double standard is this? Oh, just because you didn't like what Don Cherry was saying, you get him canceled? No. I didn't think that Don Cherry was being discriminatory. But at least if you think that Don Cherry is discriminatory, don't go around and say that this girl isn't. They either both are or they both aren't. I'm looking at this girl's face. I'm getting nauseous. I mean, what this girl said, it's nothing short of sickening. You know in Batman when Killer Croc, it's an alligator that went in the sewer and then was exposed to a bunch of radiation and just turned into this huge crocodile monster? Jessica Allen was an anal bug. And she went into the sewers, got exposed to radiation, and then she transformed into Jessica Allen as we know her. That's who Jessica Allen is. I lost total and all respects with Jessica Allen. What little respect I had. I'm getting anxious. Now, a lot of people out there, you might be saying, Matt, you're a bully. Matt, you called her Jabba the Hutt. Matt, you said that she was an anal bead that got exposed to too much radiation. You're a bully. What you're doing is wrong. And you're absolutely right. I am bullying her. I am being mean to her. Why am I being mean to her? Because, in my opinion, what she said to those guys, to my friends who are hockey players, the people like me that are interested in hockey, what she said is mean. So you guys that believe in equality, I'm being mean back to her. I'm returning the favor. Boom, equality. Let's move on.
You know, like the world is a big place. Maybe get out of that bubble. And for me,
Get outside.
Don...
Again, get outside. What if we don't want to get outside of that bubble? What if we like that bubble? I mean, your bubble, it's probably different from our bubble. It's probably a fucking fart bubble. Hey, what do you do in your spare time, Jessica Allen? You read The Notebook. You read 50 Shades of Grey. You eat frozen yogurt. You grow your pubic hair. I don't do any of those activities. I'm not going to shit on you for doing that. It's your opinion. It's your interests. We're interested in hockey. And to take your experience from a few people and expand it to a whole race of people, that is despicable. That is how is her husband staying with him? With her, sorry. How's her husband staying with her? Because I'm just going to go ahead and say probably her husband is white if she's married. If he's white, how's he staying with her? She just crapped on white race people. Is she coming home and saying, oh yeah, you showed those white people. Oh wait, I'm one of them. I don't get it.
Cherry is the walking and talking representative of that type. And he's the type of person that now people want to like, and I know he's done some good things, but at the same time, when someone good is also able to make fun of people who believe in climate science, who's also able to be...
Made fun of people? Listen, lady, you just made fun of people who stay in arenas. You made fun of people who they have $5,000 and decide to spend it on hockey. Look at this girl with her tiny hands. It really annoys me, the double standard here. The worst is that most people who had an issue with Dawn, they're probably okay with her. So that's what really annoys me.
Be like, whether he's charming or not, but he's still a bigot and a misogynist. When you're, you know, to have those two things, like, I dismiss those people. And
Well, guess what? I don't think Don is a bigot. I don't think he's a misogynist. But I do think that the things you've been saying, they're kind of racist and discriminatory in their own right. So, again, double standard. You're going to dismiss Don, then dismiss yourself too.
Embarrassing. I find it embarrassing that there's a big chunk of the country that is so upset about this. Hockey doesn't mean anything to me. I'm sorry.
Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I know I sound like a broken record. Jessica Allen, if hockey doesn't mean much to you, if hockey it's not interesting to you, then that's okay. Don't watch it. No one's pointing a gun to your fat head. But why are you crapping on people who do like it? We do like sports. I mean, sports in America, it's a huge business. Especially football. Look at how many people watch the Super Bowl. Are all of these people stupid and bigoted and whatever?
It's not.
And you're still a great Canadian.
And I'm still
also a great Canadian.
Okay, that's that. So, I told you guys, I went through it. Look at the likes to dislikes ratio. 88 likes, 613 dislikes. So, obviously, not a really thing that people are happy about. Now, a few stories have risen from this. Following Jess Allen's bigoted comments, a Humboldt Broncos family has blacklisted CTV. So what happened is that, as you guys may recall, the Humboldt Broncos, the team of hockey players who were white men hockey players, they were white boys, they got into a horrible bus crash. May God rest their souls, the ones who unfortunately didn't make it. Well, a father of one of those boys, he wasn't really happy about, his name is Ryan Straczynski, he wasn't happy about what Jessica Allen said. He said, and the guy reporting, he says, "How dare you? You do not know my son or the other sons on the Bronco bus. You are spreading assumptions on a national scope based on your personal experience. Do better, CTV." And Ryan, I feel you. I completely feel you. I may God bless your son, Ryan, and I completely feel you. What this girl said, Jessica Allen, it's so insensitive on so many different levels. Taking a personal experience and then just generalizing it to all white players, which include your son, it is just something disgusting to do. That is something disgusting to do. And when you say, I hope CTV knows better, or they do better, well, I think it shows what type of society we live in, where Don Cherry got fired over what he said, yet Jessica Allen, she's probably going to keep her job. And speaking of keeping her job, she did come out to the media, and she responds to her comments. She responds to her comments about Don Cherry, and I didn't listen to this video until today. And a lot of people were saying she was apologizing. I read sources, they said Jessica Allen apologized. So I'm like, oh, this girl, she finally realized what she said was horrible. She's going to be apologizing. So let's listen to her apology, guys. Okay, here comes the apology.
I wish these experiences didn't happen. And they in no way negate all the positive experiences millions in this country have had with hockey. And my lived experiences certainly don't negate how much good the sport does for communities and families across the country. Rest assured, hockey families, I wasn't speaking about your sons and daughters, who I'm sure aren't bullies and I'm sure love the game as much as you do. I was speaking about my own lived experiences, often negative experiences with those who played the sport and how they have led to me.
Wow, what is wrong with this guy right here? But guys, if you listen to this, if you listen to her comments, is this an apology? I feel like she just reiterated what she said. Jessica, if you are talking about the guys in your own experience, if you are talking about those guys, then why say white? Why generalize it to all white hockey boys? Here's the intelligent, rational, human way of saying it. Well, in my experiences, the guys who I've dealt with, well, they weren't really nice. I assure you, 99.9% of the people, they would have been like, oh, well, Jess, that's unfortunate. It's a good thing you made a lot of it. You're now on the social. You're on the social. So, a good thing, things turn out well. We're sorry. But the fact that she throws in race, again, it shows what type of society we live in. A society where we are crucified if we're white, mailed, heterosexual, and Christian. It's like open season. It really is. And why? Because of history? I get it. White people in history, they haven't always been the best. But why punish the white people now for those types of things? I mean, I had nothing to do with slavery. I'm not the one that kicked Rosa Parks to the back of the seat. I mean, I've been a good citizen, I believe. Why am I being mistreated for it? I mean, why? There's this great book, guys. I don't know if you've ever heard it. It's a bestseller, actually. I don't know if you ever heard it. It's called The Fucking Bible. The fucking Bible, it says forgive and forget. Forgive and forget. So my message for you guys out there, don't be like Jessica Allen, who's holding a grudge, who generalizes and makes disgusting, racist comments. Don't be like that. If someone comes to you and someone's angry at you and slaps you in the face, you know what you do? You turn the other cheek. You let him slap that cheek. That's what I say you do. Because if we get to the point where we're making everything about race, white people are this, black people are that, Arab people are this, we're not ever going to heal racism. We're just separating the divide. The fact that many people in the audience, I've calmed down, by the way, the fact that many people in the audience were clapping, were agreeing with her, were laughing, it shows me that we're very far away from that, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Guys, I know I kind of went on a long-winded rant, and I kind of apologize that I didn't really prepare. I don't apologize. I wanted it to be raw. I wanted to say my thoughts, and those were my thoughts. You may disagree with it. Tell me why you disagree with it. Okay? Tell me why. Because unlike Jessica Allen, I'm willing to listen to the other side. If there's someone that disagrees with me, I'd rather hear your opinion because maybe you'll say something and maybe then I'll realize, oh, okay, this is where the other person's coming from. Now I see his point. He might even change my mind. So guys, in conclusion, make sure to never hold a grudge for whatever race of person. Make sure to never feel ashamed for what you like. Someone the other day made fun of me because I said my idol was Don Cherry. That shouldn't make you ashamed. If you guys like My Little Pony, you shouldn't be ashamed for what you like. Okay? Jessica Allen, I'm sure she likes things that I don't like. Eating, for example. Or I don't know. I'm sure she likes things that I don't like. I'm not going to crap on her. She's a different person than I am. And I think Biz Nasty said it best. Instead of bullying her, which I kind of did, I must admit, we should all just talk to her. We should all just inquire, listen, why did you say that? What's your point of view? And maybe then we'll get further as a society, but who knows. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys just can't get enough of Jessica Allen, you just can't get enough of this broad. Tonight's show, 9 p.m., we have the live show, the Sinbin live show. We're going to be talking in depth about these comments, Jake Link and I, and I'm sure we have more. So make sure to like and subscribe. In conclusion, my name is Matt. Keep your stick on the ice.